What's up, dudes? Here's an update on my garden. Here's my wall of beans. Yeah, every time now these little tendrils come out, I will take it and I'll gently weave it in between this deer fencing here. And then, as you can see, it's a perfect way to trellis up the beans. It works for the peas too. Yeah, I have peas. Here's some peas growing. So I've been gone for a couple of days, and the difference, just a couple of days, makes in the garden is totally amazing. Check out this heirloom tomato. They're so huge. Here's my hand. So yeah, these are really cool. I'm not quite sure what they are. My neighbor gave me the seedling, but they're really growing. He also gave me this striped tomato. There's a real big one in the back there. So I'm super excited about those. I got a couple more starting here. My beets are doing good. So I just, usually the majority of my garden when I do the beets is for the greens. I love beet greens in my salad. So my beet greens aren't very big right now because I keep cutting them to put them in my salad. And then come fall, I'll pull out the beet. Right here I have corn. Corn starting. My peppers I still don't have a pepper, but although these blossoms on here look like they're starting to do some green peppers, but yeah, my peppers have been real finicky. I got another tomato here. My kale is doing good. I just harvested a bunch of the garden to bring a big salad up to the lake. And everybody was pretty into that. My cucumber. But you guys, I mean, look at this. There's my dog. Look at this gigantor zucchini plant. So, I picked one, and then there's still another big one, and then a little one right next to it, another little one over here, and another little one over there. So the zucchini is really kicking out, but I'm gonna have to trim some of these leaves. They're just going crazy, and it's kind of drowning out the squash over there, but the squash is doing okay. It's growing, and I've trellised it up here, so I'm gonna get it to grow up the grate here. Got another tomato there. My beefsteak. I've got some potatoes down under there, some more tomatoes. Over here, I planted some carrot seeds, and they're starting to come up now. So I have carrots that'll be starting. And it's not too late for carrots because the cool thing about carrots, you guys, you can eat all the grains too in a salad. But the cool thing about carrots is if they are out for, like, back in the olden days, they loved leaving the carrots in the ground until after a frost because it puts a little sweetness into the carrots. And so you can do a round of carrots still, and the frost will like sweeten them up. And then after the first cold snap, then you pull them all. My beans are all flowering. We're just going on a second round of beans. They all kind of produced at the same time. And so now I'm just waiting for another flowering process, but oh my gosh, they're looking so good. That's all beans there. My peas, same thing. They're doing really good. There's some really nice sized ones. Look at this, I'm gonna pull this guy. Heck yeah. Over here I've got beets. So these are little beet seeds I put in. Just put them straight into the ground, and here they come. So I gotta pull this grass out of here. And I do put straw over the ground, because it helps keep the ground, like when I pull this back, this is kind of moist still. So So the straw actually is very dry, but it keeps the ground underneath moist. My lily has shot up. It's got some blossoms that are going to be coming soon. Pretty excited to see what color it is, what it is. My German ivy is looking amazing. Over here, it's got a couple that have gone through their life cycle, but still doing pretty good. My sunflowers are starting to they're going to start blooming soon. They're starting to get the beginning of the blossoms on them. Chives are doing really good. My little starters, I have all these little flower starters that have all sprouted, so I'm going to have to work on those. Some more sunflowers. Dudes, I totally brought my lounger. This is like my outside living room where I like to hang out. Yeah, look at I got sunflowers over my shoulder. Yeah. Here's some more seedlings. Let's see what we got. These are little pink celery seedlings. These will be pink celery. These are pumpkins. What else do we have here? Broccoli. And I can't remember what the other thing was. I'm going to have to really think on that. Cucamelon is doing good. That's what this is. That's a cucamelon leaf. And so those are growing. Oh, there. There's a little baby cucamelon. I see it. Hello, darling. I'm trying to zone in on you. There she is. She's not ready for her close-up quite yet. So yeah, it's already producing these little cucamelons. And they'll be about this big, and it tastes like a little cucumber, like a sweet little cucumber. They're really good in salads. There's my little radish garden I made. Those are all radishes. I pulled all you guys, my cherry tomato plant is just going bonkers. Now remember, when you see a blossom like this, just take your finger and tickle the blossom, dude. Yeah. Because now I'm pollinating every one of these blossoms by doing that. And it's pretty much guaranteed that these will turn into a cherry tomato now. If this blossom stays too still, if a bee or a bug doesn't come by and move that powder inside to activate it, then it won't turn into a tomato. So you can help your tomato plants just by, see, a tomato doesn't need pollen from another plant to make a tomato. The pollen is already inside here. All it needs is to be moved so the pollen falls into another part and triggers this to say, okay, I'm ready, I'll produce a tomato now. So you can just do it yourself. So yeah, I had like 5 or 6 cherry tomatoes that I picked right before I left. I've got dill growing here. So yeah, it's doing pretty good. Barb is humongous as ever. I have all sorts of yummy, nice stuff here. I got shiso. I think that's called purslane, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. My rhubarb is huge. My bee balm, you guys, the butterfly garden is so cool. There's so much insect action happening here. Check out these bee balms. See, there's a bee right there. I was just sitting watching these gigantic bumblebees coming in, and there, look at that dude. Yeah, I'll stay here, watch the garden. Take 10 minutes, chill out. Oh, it's so good for your soul. Yeah, so there's all these bees right now just buzzing around, big old bumblebees, super cool. That's all oregano that's in bloom right there. So you guys, yeah. Garden's doing pretty good. I'll show you. Then we can go up to the deck. Look at the deck. Well, let's take a look at the Japanese. So this is how the shiso, there you go, how the shiso grows. It's really a pretty plant. The leaves are frilly, and it has like a black licorice flavor to it. It's kind of a purpley tone to the underside of the leaf. And they're super good in salads to give like a neat flavor. I have fennel right here. All right, let's see what else we got. My carrots. Swiss chard doing good. Rosemary. Yeah, you get a real good overview of my garden here. Basil. Kale. Now all these holes are from when it rains, and the kale actually grows faster than the leaf can handle, so it does like a little split. So there's nothing wrong with these leaves, they just grew really fast. Celery, more celery, beets, celery, basil, my hostas. My radishes now have totally gone to seed. You can see. I'm just leaving them in here, see what else they do. I've got some more radish pods here. These were so good in the salad. Look who's on my parsley right now. I just saw it. Hello, darling. What are you up to? You just munching? So what I'll probably do is let this caterpillar have its meal. But I'll move it when I'm done with my video. I'm going to go move this over into the butterfly garden, and I'll put it in the butterfly garden there. My butter crunch has bolted. Look at that. Whoop. But everything is doing really good. The garden is really starting to kick out all sorts of yummy stuff. Can't complain.